Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy Alex Thomas here, back with another video for you guys. Today, I'm here continuing my X-Men review series, giving you guys my thoughts and my review on X-Men First Class, directed by Matthew Vaughn, starring James McAvoy, Michael Fassbender, Jennifer Lawrence, Rose Byrne, Zoe Kravitz, Kevin Bacon. This cast is actually pretty stacked. As well, with some really good actors, some people that are just now really starting to get into the limelight and stuff like that. So I'm going to give you guys my review on this movie. I said I just watched it, so I want to go ahead and give my review. Hope you guys are enjoying my X-Men series. I'm trying to review all these movies leading up to Deadpool 3. I got still a amount of time to do it because I think Deadpool 3 doesn't come out till July. So I got a decent amount of time to get through all these movies. I just want to get them done as quick as possible. So let's go ahead and get into it. If you guys have been enjoying my videos, please hit that like button, please subscribe for more. And let's get into the review, guys. Let's get it. Let's go. Like I said, you guys, this is X-Men First Class, directed by Matthew Vaughn. And at this point, I think this movie came out 2011, if I'm not mistaken. So at this point, the MCU is going on a stride. This is 1 year before the Avengers. And X-Men, or the Fox universe, was trying to go through a little like reboot slash prequel stage, because we had X-Men Origins. Obviously that didn't work out, so okay, let's go ahead and rework everything. Obviously Bryan Singer didn't come back. He actually did some story beats on this movie actually, but he didn't come back direct. They brought in Matthew Vaughn, who just did Kick-Ass before this, so I'm figuring they let him go ahead and do the reins because he had success with Kick-Ass. So let's go ahead and bring in Matthew Vaughn and see how he works doing an X-Men movie. And we're gonna start out with like you said, like a prequel slash reboot. We bring in back old characters that we know from the previous movies, but they're gonna be younger as well. So we got a young Charles Xavier, young Eric Lencher, we got a young Mystique. So we got all these characters that are like basically just now starting. And right off the bat, I really did enjoy this movie. It's been a long time since I've seen it, so I literally had to watch it. I couldn't literally review this movie just off remembering. I had to literally watch it because there were certain things I didn't really remember about it, or I don't remember how characters meet, or how these characters went away or something like that. So I had to go ahead and give it a watch. And on this watch, I really did enjoy it. This is a really good X-Men movie. So for them just to be starting off with this one and going on to obviously what they do later, they was off to a really good start with this movie. Let's go ahead and get into the direction. I think Matthew Vaughn did a really good job with the direction of this movie. I love the way he shoots his action. I love the cinematography of it all. I love the way his movies are lit. I think this movie is a pretty bright movie. A lot of this stuff do take place during the daytime, which I do like. But I do like the way his lighting choices and the way he shoots his movies. I think he does a really good job. Very tense action sequences, and a lot of good moments as well with characters as well. I do like the way he shoots his movies. Let's go ahead and get into the writing. I think the writing is pretty good. This movie takes place in the 1960s, so this is around the Cuban Missile Crisis thing that's going on, and basically our X-Men have to deal with this threat. And like I said, right off the bat, I really do enjoy the writing of this movie as well. Let's go ahead and get into the performances. James McAvoy and Michael Fassbender obviously are the two shining stars in this movie. They really have great chemistry with one another, and you can definitely see a very young Patrick Stewart and a very young Ian McKellen in both of these performers. I really do believe they did a really good job capturing the essence of Charles Xavier and Eric Lencher, aka Magneto and Professor X. I think they did a really good job as these characters. James McAvoy brings a certain type of charisma and also a kind of a smart aleck to it a little bit, and obviously Michael Fassbender has that stern, angry, want to get back at everybody type feel in this movie. Obviously with him losing his mother in the Holocaust and stuff like that, so he still carries that with him, and Michael Fassbender does a great job. He is probably the best actor in this movie. He really does a good job with selling the action, with selling the emotion. You can see it all in his eyes and his performance. He does a really good job as Magneto. Now going on with the other cast members, Jennifer Lawrence as Mystique, aka Raven. I think she does a really good job in this movie too. I do really believe she does a really good job. I think this was before Hunger Games. So she was in this before she was in Hunger Games. So yeah. And also we got other characters going into this movie, guys. I can't think of the actor who plays Beast. Well, you have Beast, a very young Hank McCoy, before he actually becomes Beast, and he actually does become Beast in this movie. A little nitpick, I don't like the design of his look. It just looks really weird to me. I don't know if you guys can mention in the comment section. I just believe his look just does not look right to me. It doesn't. I'm sorry. I was watching, I'm like, dang, he just looks so strange. Maybe because I am so used to the Kelsey Grammer look. So when they introduced him in this movie, I was like, ew, I don't know how I feel about it. But he's really good as Hank McCoy, though. I give it to I can't think of the actor's name right off the top of my head, but I do believe he does a really good job as Hank McCoy. Let's go ahead and get to the other characters. Let's go ahead and get to the villains. We have Kevin Bacon as the main villain of this movie, and I do like him in this movie, but I really don't. What can I say? His storyline, his motives. He just want to start World War III. That's what he wants. He just wants to start World War III so the mutant race can be the dominant race. That's what he wants to do, and it makes sense from his point of view. But I guess that's the maniacal. And like, I was watching this movie, I'm like, this really feels like the way it looks, the way it feels like a Bond movie. He feels like a Bond villain. That's what Kevin Bacon feels in this movie. I was just thinking every time I was watching, like, what does he feel like? What do I got to feel from Kevin Bacon playing this character? I'm sorry, I got something in my eye, but I was thinking of a Bond villain. That's what he felt like to me. He felt like a Bond villain, but I did like him in the role. I think he did a good job as well. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into the action. Like I said, I think the action is pretty good for what we get. We don't get that much action. We get 2 big action set pieces. I think the one is really, really good, and obviously the third act is actually really good as well, with them trying to stop the missiles and stuff like that, and you get to see certain the mutants get to use their powers, and I love the way they use their powers and how they are training. Like, this is basically the first, obviously, the first class of X-Men learning how to use their powers. And we get a nice little montage of them learning how to use their powers in a certain way so they don't hurt other people and stuff like that. And I do like that type of stuff. Matthew Vaughn does a really good job with doing that type of stuff. The one thing I really did love about this movie also is that we get the feel of, obviously, people have never seen mutants using their powers. So every time we see a human seeing a mutant use their powers, they're amazed. And I just love that, because obviously we get the other X-Men movies, they're kind of in hiding and stuff like that, not really out doing stuff. But like in this movie, these mutants out here are displaying their powers and they've never seen it before. So we got a scene where Hank McCoy, I think it's Mystique, Hank McCoy, Professor X, and Magneto. They're all in a conference room with the CIA, and they're talking about, oh yeah, we got this mutant out here, he's doing all this stuff, and they just don't believe it. And then we have Mystique gets up and changes into one of the guys, and they're just amazed that they seen this person change into somebody that looks like somebody in the room. And I just love those little moments in this movie. You can definitely tell it's like the beginning of the whole mutant things going to start and stuff like that. And obviously they had on that throughout the movie. But overall, I really did enjoy this movie. I'm obviously, the next one I'm watching is the Wolverine, and after that is X-Men Days of Future Past. After watching this movie, I wanted to just pop on Days of Future Past, like right then and there, because I really did enjoy these actors, especially James McAvoy and Michael Fassbender as these characters. Obviously, these other characters don't come back for those other movies, but I really want to see these 2 actors again. I just wanted to watch them perform together, because I think they really do a good job as these characters. Like I said, I love their chemistry, I love their camaraderie, I love all that stuff with these characters. Rose Byrne pops up in this movie. I don't know if I mentioned her. She's like a CIA agent that's like tagging along with the mutants wherever they're going. She's fine in the movie. She's kind of forgettable, but overall, I really did enjoy this movie. I really did enjoy the action. I enjoyed the performances. Like I said, my little nitpick, I didn't like the way Beast looked. The score, I love the score in this movie. I don't know, I forgot who did the score, but it's fantastic. Like I said, there's a scene where we see Magneto lift the submarine out the water, and the score right there in that moment is just fantastic. It really is. But overall, like I said, I really did enjoy the movie. I do recommend watching this movie as well. It's a really good one. So if you guys have seen X-Men First Class, let me know what you guys thought about it in the comment section below. Did you guys enjoy it? Did you guys did not like it? I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments. I know this is a really quick review. I'm trying to get through these videos as quick as possible. So like I said, if you guys enjoyed it, please hit that like button, subscribe for the next movie I'm reviewing is The Wolverine, which I am excited to watch it. And I probably will be watching the unrated version, not the rated version, just so I can, you know, really enjoy it, because I remember watching the rated version and watching the unrated version and can see the comparisons. But I own the unrated version, so I might as well watch that one. So yeah, enough rambling, you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please hit that like button, subscribe for more, and I'm on this one, you guys. Peace out.